Hello friends! Our assignment today is to work with a partner to complete a Google slide including facts about each of the moon phases. Each slide must contain one fact and one picture. If you have time remaining at the end of class, you can work on your keyboarding skills. Our first step needs to be to click the Open button to open the entire assignment, where we can see we have a link here with some facts about the moon phases. We have a link here to a rubric where we can self-score ourselves on how well we've done our assignment. And then we have a link to Typing Club in case we have time at the end of class to work on keyboarding skills. Below that is the actual link to the Moon Phases project we'll be working on. So let's start by opening that link. This opens our slideshow. The title slide has already been done for you. Your only step on this slide will be to change 4th grade to your name and your partner's name. You'll do that by double-clicking and then clicking and dragging to select the text and changing it to say your name and your partner's name. Once you've done that, you can click on the next slide and answer the question with the fact. Why does the moon have phases? You can find that information by going back to the Classroom tab and clicking on this link for the phases of the moon. And it tells us what the phases are and what causes those phases. This is why the moon has phases, so I will select that information. I will use Edit and Copy. Then I'll go back to the Moon Phases slideshow, where I will select this text and I will go to Edit and Paste. I now have that information in my slideshow. The text is pretty small though, so I think I'm going to select it, and right up here at this number I can click on the arrow and make it larger. I don't want to go so big it won't fit on the page. I'm going to try 24. That looks pretty good. Now I need to add a picture about the moon phases. So I'm going to go to Tools, Research, and that will open this little box over here. I know I want a picture, so where the G is, I'm going to click and choose Images that shows a camera, and I'm going to search for moon phases and see what pictures come up. Oh, there are some really good ones. I like this one, so I'm going to click on it and drag it into my slideshow. Once I get into my slideshow, I might have to click and drag to move it around, or resize the picture so that it better fits the slide. Whoops, slid down to the next slide. I'm going to move it down here so it's not covering up my text. Now I'm ready to move on to the next slide, where I'm going to find a fact about the full moon. I'll work my way through the entire slide, and when I'm finished, I can go back to my classroom and click the Turn In button. It asks if I'm sure I want to turn it in. I click Turn In a second time, and it will send your assignment directly to me through our Google Classroom. After you've turned in your assignment, you can think about scoring yourself by clicking on the Components of the Universe Presentation rubric. Here you will score yourself on the content, pictures, appearance, and punctuation and spelling used in your slideshow. Once you've scored yourself, click Submit, and it will send your scores directly to me. Again, going back to my Google Classroom, if there's time at the end of class, you can click the Typing Club link, and remember, log in using your Google account. Have a great day!